For example, this is another, as I sure before. huh? I think I didn't show this before. This, the tax. If you're from architecture background or structural background or mechanical or electrical or plumbing background, this for the architecture. So based on complexity of that, based on the complexity, we have created some. So beginner basics. If you wish to go with the beginner basics, just click on it. So you have some tasks here. Create a basic wall in Dynamo. I just copy down. If you don't have a proper logic, how you know how to create it, we are going to use artificial intelligence. You don't have a logic at all. You don't know how to start with. But if you have a proper documentation you can follow, after my training, you can write a scripts with the help of ChatGPT like anything. Trust me. Understand? If you watch a video, I mean a YouTube video now, and you watch the same video after 30 days, you will feel something you scold that guy who made that video. Seriously. So you will be far better than the person who made that video. Because everything you can easily understand. For logic, you can YouTube there are thousands of videos on YouTube. Seriously. No need to clone. I don't want, I mean, really what exactly you'll, if you have two monitors, you'll put a YouTube on one monitor and you will open Dynamo on the second monitor and you exactly clone it. Pass, play, pass, play. This is what, nothing required. Understand? Okay. So if you, for example, Navis works clash detection or else, you know, Revit Dynamo, builders work, builders work, sick builders work. So absolute, how do you create this kind of rotating towers? How do you create this, the angle towers? So will be everything um just like that you will understand. You will never go through with the second time again. Understand? No need to clone. If you are poor at logic, do I don't suggest you to open YouTube. So come, we have a friend platform here. Okay. So here you have to say that Revit Dynamics. So generally, this is Bimera GPT. It's a team GPT. I mean, you can see the others' history and others can see your history as well. What you're exactly searching for. If I just click on act as a Revit API. So there is a student list, Akif Hassan. So act as a Revit API Python developer, as a Python developer. So explain the exercise educational tone, the tone, because he wants to learn something with instructional and tutorial style. So here there are number of styles. There are number of styles you have to choose. If you are a professional, change this to the professional tone and set it to technical detail style. And if you want to explain or generate whatever, you have to ask this style. So this guy used explain. So this the first line is very important to get the accurate result. If you don't follow this, it will generate the result anyways. But I mean, it is not exactly the same as like the real result. With this, it's 90% correct. 10% bug would be there. Without this, 20 or 30% will correct. So fixing 10% is far better than 70, 80%. Do you understand? Okay. No, I'll just fight. Say that this is purely for, BIM people, not for, I have, we have developed it. And this is exactly, ChatGPT 4. Since, you guys are not affordable, you know, buying ChatGPT 4 with 22,000 for 1 year. So we are offering the same ChatGPT 4 for 5,000. At the same time, you have a lot of resources to with. Very cool. Trust me. Okay. So act as a framework in the professional tone, in the technical detail style. Please generate. Okay. Now my question, can you create a basic wall in Dynamo? Since you have to ask something and additional instructions, I'm a beginner. I'm a Dynamo beginner. Explain in step by step processor. Okay. And I want to understand the from and to connections to. So what do you mean by from and to? What do you mean by from and to? So where the data is coming from and where the node is to be connected to. That's it. So I'll just copy that. So it's creating it has written some prompt. So far it is just a question. But when you copy this, this is the prompt actually. Let me so Dynamo tutorial creating a basic wall. If you have this, I don't follow anything here. So it is an open demo. I know start a new script, understand the workspace work. So what are the what are the nodes which are generally required? So it's related conclusion. It's for now select and play the nodes. From the node level, drag and drop the following nodes into the workspace. So it's clearly saying, okay, fine, I'll just follow the same categories. Okay. Categories, minimize categories. Okay. All elements of category, copy, paste. So clearly written like world types, pointed by coordinates, pointed by coordinates, lined out by point and point. So it's created by start point and point. Oh, what out by coordinate. See, this is the power of ChatGPT 4. If you follow same with ChatGPT 0.5, it will not give you most of the nodes. It will not because it will take, the outdated data. It will take you the outdated data. Okay. So what is trying to say? Categories node, set this to the walls. So in the categories node, set this to the walls. Right. Okay. So all elements category connect the category node to filter all wall elements. Okay, connect the category to category. Okay. So wall node, state to define the wall type, wall I want to create. So I want to find some exterior block on metallic ones. So point by codes, create 2 points, set the XY coordinates for each to define the start and end for your wall. Here, this is, if you feel this is not clear to you, you can ask that, again, please explain this concept. Can you please explain, uh, you know, the point in 4.2? In 4.2, that's wrong. Now, okay, again with, I'll just copy the same. This, I mean, when you, before you start playing, this is very important again. Okay, these two restrictions are very important. So this is actually called a prompt engineering, guys. Most of you know don't know what is this actually. Prompt engineering, like how do you ask? So it's prompt engineering in the sense you should know like how to questioning. That's it. Okay. Now when I hit enter in the 4.2, it will clearly tell you. Now I have a doubt there. 4.2. It was not clear to me. So done. Okay. I'll just go down to this. look at point dot by coordinates. Okay, in Dynamo, go to the code library and it's the point dot by coordinates. Hit enter. Okay. So the node will open the list in search, whatever. So place two point by coordinate nodes. So unique points define a line. Correct. See how cool it's exactly explaining. So why do you need another instructor again? Okay. But to understand all this, first you should know how to understand this documentation better. There are, this is not that easy. Since this is a very easy task, you can understand clearly. But if you're asking a complex task, the way it generates, it's something different. So there will be new things completely in the documentation. So you should have that sense to understand what it is trying to convey. Clear? Okay. So you need to cut, drag and drop the point coordinates so twice to the canvas. So you do the retentions of the node. In the previous one, it has told me only to go with one. So pointed by coordinates. Okay, pointed by its node twice. Okay, Control C, Control V twice. Right. So click on first point node to select in node will see the field labeled XYZ. Oh, so I have seen X and Y. So I have to try point out by coordinates XYZ. So we have another one. So see the way we are changing the complete. Okay. So Control C and Control V. I'm done. Now enter the coordinates with the start point of your wall. For example, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, z equal to 0 for point A. Let's consider this a point A. Okay, let's consider this is a point. Guys, I hope you are following me. Huh? Correct? So this is a point B. Then there's a point B. So repeats for the same point, note to the endpoint if you want. For example, 10 plus 0 is 0. So here the x value is n. Here the x value is 10. So I'll follow say that number, it's a number, no? Number. So x is a 0, y is a 0, z is a 0. Very good. So in the next point it said y is a 0 and z is a 0, but x it said 10. I have another point at 10 now. So this 10 can be a meters or feet or inch or anything based on your project units. Based on your manage project units, this is in millimeter. So the wall which I'm going to create, it's going to be millimeters. No, I need 10 meters wall. So I just change the units. Now that exactly reflects the dynamo now. So I'll just go back. Where is that? Where is that? That's here. Okay. Now the two points are deep. That's it. So connecting point dot by coordinates line by start point endpoint. Oh, line dot by start point endpoint. So how do I connect? Click the hole on the output node. Starts on the first point node point A to Z. This one and connect to it. And then drag your wire in this. It's very clear, very, very clear. Like the spoon fitting. Understand? Why it exactly should be because you asked that style. Because you asked clearly like step and if meant to correct it. That's the reason you should. And go and ask something in 3.5, you will never get it. It will write it in its own style. Now it has drawn a line. Now you can see there's a line. There's a line. Okay, perfect. Oh, finally. So connecting point, line of that. That's it. That's it. Okay, now let's go back to previous one. So the 4 point to the over is done. Now, line will start and connects to forward to this and it draws a line between them representing where you will be placed. Correct. So wall dot by covered connect line node and specify it. Now, I have a question. Again, I have a doubt how to use this node effectively. You guys following me exactly because it is expecting curve. Up to here, I'm done. Clear. But how can I move further? Again, I'll go ask ChatGPT. I mean, sorry, Bimera GPT. Okay. So, what is it? Can you please explain the point in 4.2? In 4.2, which point is that? The 6 pointer, 6th point. So, 6 point, all not that. Okay. I'll copy these two lines. We generally call it instructions. I'll explain. It's just a dummy prompt. I'm going to show you very, very powerful prompts during the running. This prompt won't work in all the scenarios, only in the initial stage. But there are n number of prompts. For Python, there are different prompts. For Lazen, there is a different prompt. For everything, there are different prompts. So I'm going to share you all the one. Okay. So now it has created. First, find the wall dot by curve and height node and press enter. Once it has appeared, you already have a dot by step on endpoint node with 2 points connected from your previous one for start point from correct. Drag away from this node and drop into curve input of wall by seat curve input into the curve input. So it's clearly telling that connected to the curve. Okay. Then what is the next one? Explanation of the connection. So the curve input requires node requires geometry line. That's fine. Then again, the connecting the inputs. We'll see another labeled height. So you will send another put label height. This needs a numerical value. So here we need to follow because since you don't know how what it is expecting, it's clear. Here height that this minimum says common sense. Okay, maybe it is expecting the wall height. So you don't need to read the documentation over there. That was completely like kids do that. Okay, you are a professional. So if you get stuck in the early stage, that's fine. Okay, but here I'll say 4,000 is the height. No, we changed it to the meters. No, so 4 is the 4 meters, and it is expecting level. So I have already shown you that levels node. So drag this. It is expecting level, connect it, and wall type. So it has already told you to begin wall types. So connect this to this. So successfully we draw the wall. Guys, is this clear? How cool is this? Hmm? How long it has taken to develop the script? Which I exactly explained you the process in a very detailed style, but don't expect these kind of an explanations and in the training. I don't, create any scripts during the training. I'll help you. I'll help you. How do you write this without a GPT? Without GPT. Okay. If you are going far beyond them, then you must have, this. If I'm not available after the training, then you can follow the ChatGPT style. Everyone, is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Guys, is this clear? Come on. Is this clear? Everyone, I'm asking everyone. Hmm? Did you like the example? Hmm? See, that's what I'm clearly telling you. Dynamo is very easy. The thing is, you should have um, you know, the complete command on all this, all these topics. And trust me, you will never get this kind of a training anywhere.